Welcome back. I'm your host, Donald Hardaway, and this is the Life Podcast where we discuss just life, health, age, business. I mean, I'm not the only middle-aged man in America trying to get ahead, right? So I'm bringing y'all on my journey and how this is working, all right? Um, today, I want to talk to y'all about my secret weapon, okay? 10,000 steps a day. I'm a big stepper. Right? So there are, I want to say maybe 4 or 5 things that I really want to talk about as we talk about the benefits of getting your steps in. All right? Now, first and foremost, calorie burning, for sure. Right? That's just a given. You talking burning 300 to 400 calories per session, right? That's just a given. Now, how many calories you take in throughout the course of the day is another conversation. But get your 10K steps in. You're almost guaranteed to burn between 300 and 400 calories a day. So if you want to stay in a caloric deficit, this is how you do it. And over time and consistency, obviously, it can lead to weight loss, right? Number 2. Now, I know all of this sounds really obvious, but sometimes you got to state the obvious, all right? Increased activity level. Walking your steps encourages a more active lifestyle, which helps burn calories throughout the course of the day. And when we get to another one of the points, I'll get deeper into that. But what's most important here is another benefit of increased activity level, reducing your sedentary time. Your sedentary time is absolutely linked to weight gain. Absolutely. So, fat is stored energy that just never gets used. So, the more you sit, the more fat is sitting there with you. So, getting your steps in certainly makes you more active and plays a stronger role into number 3. Number 3, improve metabolism. It makes it so that your metabolism is easier to burn fat, right? This is you telling your body what to do. Ordinarily, we are responding to what our body is telling us to do, right? Oh, I'm hungry. You're not really hungry. You just used to eating 3, 4, 5 times a day. That's not the same thing. So, energy production. Your metabolism is responsible for that, right? Your body doesn't know the difference between a carbohydrate, a fat, and a protein. Well, it does, but not in a caloric way, right? So unless you're getting blood work done, your body is not going to say, "Oh, we're going to burn so many. A percentage of this energy is going to be used for protein, and some is going to be oh, that's a carbohydrate, so we're going to burn that." And some like your body is not. You know what I mean? It does get that deep though. However, you're having a healthy metabolism or active metabolism helps attack those easier. Now, as you're walking, because you're doing it throughout the course of the day, you're not walking 10,000 steps at one time, right? You're talking 1,200 here, 1,400 there, 2,000 there. It all depends on, what your day look like. So this is as simple as if you're going up to the 3rd floor, take the stairs as opposed to taking the elevator if you have that option. Get your steps in, right? So let me get off my rant. Energy production, right? Breaks down carbohydrates, fats, and proteins into smaller molecules that can be used for energy sources. Now, your body is saying, hold on, we just ate. We got all this energy. What are we going to do with it? We're going to walk, right? And walking will help regulate how the metabolism stores the fat, even if it makes it to storage. It might not even make it, really, right? Because you're being more active. You're not sedentary, So, growth and repair. So we're talking tissues, bone, muscle, skin, everything. Like metabolism plays a role in regenerating all of those things. Hormone regulation, right? Different bodily processes such as growth, digestion, reproduction, right? So you get regular. You eat food for a certain amount of time, you use the bathroom. That's your metabolism. That's your metabolism making that happen, right? You drink water, you know in about 20 minutes or so you're going to have to go pee. It's your metabolism doing that. So you want to get regular in that process, right? You want to eat, let your body know, oh, we ate. Okay, we finna use this energy immediately. This not even going to get store fat, so we finna go walk, right? And after you walk, you see, you got digestive issues. Now your bowels want to start moving and getting that waste out you. It's running that energy through your system, and that's what you want. Right? So that's part of the waste removal. So that's number 3. Number 4, spatial awareness. Okay? Your eyes are your measuring stick as you move through the world, and helps you know what's in your way, right? So walls, countertops, table edges, chairs, books, baby toys, all of that, right? Body sees all of that. So it's a conversation between the rest of your body and your awareness. So what they call proprioception, right? This is your body's internal sense of its space around other items. Okay, so if you're walking through a door and you sense you can't fit, your body will automatically navigate to the side to help you fit in this finite space. Okay, just awareness. You know, you want to be aware of what's going on around you. So walking helps in that process. So as I've said before, I've been a contractor for a long time. Now, prior to the 60s or the 70s, steps were not regulated. So this is just a small example of how proprioception plays a role in your everyday life. So if you were born after the 60s or the 70s, you pretty much grew up with steps being regulated. So it doesn't matter where you were at. In order for a house to pass code, the steps had to be in certain specifications. You learn how to walk with those steps being at spec. This is why you don't fall up or down the stairs now as an adult. Right? Your body, when you go up to a set of steps, you can sense. You can just sense if they're too steep or they're too thin. You know what I mean? Like you can sense it, so you hold on to the banister so you don't fall down the stairs or fall up the stairs on the way up the stairs. Proprioception. Right? You've been in your room for however many years. You know exactly where that bed is. But when it's dark, you somehow still seem to hit that corner. Right? Because your measurement is not there. You got a sense of where that corner is, but you still can't seem to get around it. Right? That's lack of physical awareness. Right? So as you begin to walk, that becomes a stronger sense for you. Okay? Super important. It's a small thing, but they add up. Now, am I saying you're going to be able to see in the dark? Absolutely not. What I am saying is that your spatial awareness is increased. So as you're walking, you sense, like your foot will sense when the ground is not level, and it'll adjust accordingly so you don't fall. Curb too high, curb too low, right? You don't trip over the curb. Just small stuff like that, right? Dancers have great proprioception, great balance, whatever the case may be, right? Last but not least, number 5. Walking in nature versus walking on a treadmill. It doesn't seem like a small thing, but it doesn't seem like a big thing, but it is, right? Walking outside in your natural environment, it's harder for your body. Okay? You're using more muscle groups, right? Because you have to push forward. You're using stabilizer muscles. And in using those stabilizer muscles, you're burning more calories. You're doing more work. And this is natural. Right? You don't have to do anything extra to walk. You know what I mean? So, wind resistance, you're pushing against gravity. Right? Varied terrain. So sometimes it's uphill, sometimes it's not. Depending on, what area you're in. Hiking, super beneficial for that kind of thing. Whereas on the treadmill, it's a pretty flat surface. But the wheel is like the padding is doing the work that your stabilizer muscles would do. So this is more reactive. So you're preventing yourself from falling versus propelling yourself forward. Are you burning calories on that treadmill? Absolutely. Are you burning as much as you could walking naturally? Absolutely not. Okay? The reason why I say this is a secret weapon for me is because this is how I get my cardio. 10,000 steps a day. So when I get to the gym, I'm going to lift. Right? I've got my cardio done for the day. I don't have to spend no time in the gym doing that. I'm already warm because I've been moving all day. I'm not saying don't stretch. I'm not saying don't do what you got to do to prep to lift. I'm saying that your body is already warmed up so you can get to it. Right? So, if you spend 45 minutes lifting, that's the end of your gym time. You don't have to spend more time in the gym doing cardio. Right? Mental health. This is a big deal. This is a very big deal. The other benefit to walking outside or just walking in general, you get exposed to nature, fresh air, sunlight. All of those things reduce stress, anxiety, depression. Yeah, that fresh air make a difference. Versus on the treadmill, which is ordinarily in the building, you just can't duplicate those restorative effects. It's just not possible. So, walking is actually more convenient in so many ways than saying to yourself, "Oh, well, I'm gonna spend a half hour on the treadmill, and that's how I'll." But if you don't go to the gym that day, you mean to go that day, but you didn't. So by default, you didn't get your cardio in. You see? But if you did your 10,000 steps a day, you would automatically get your cardio in throughout the course of the day. Right? You would be continuously burning calories throughout the course of the day. So as you eat, the energy from that food doesn't just sit there. So that's my secret weapon, and I wanted to share it with y'all. All right? So if you found this information helpful, please don't forget, like, share, subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe. Respectfully.